In many ways, the administration from 2022 to 2026 was a failure. That failure began immediately after the election when three Conservatives decided that they were going to be Residents' Association. They didn't call a by-election because they had contempt for democracy. They did, however, set the pattern, and there were numerous Conservatives who followed in their path. At the very end of the 4 years, in a magnificent piece of opportunism, Keith Prince and two more Conservatives went from being Conservative to being Reform. Keith Prince, of course, has now won the gold medal. He is now leader of the council. However, that isn't the worst part of those 4 years. The worst part of those 4 years was the absenteeism. There was about 15% absenteeism for every meeting in 4 years. This shows, again, a total lack of morale, but it also shows drift, and it shows a lack of understanding about what being a councillor is. I cannot believe that any business can be successful if 15% of their employees don't turn up. With council, it's even more important because what they're supposed to be doing is making Havering better. That means that they're looking at the resources which are available, and then they're making suitable, wise decisions about the use of those resources. This clearly was not the case. We have glaring examples of where there has been procrastination, delay, and, at the end of the day, political cowardice. Being a politician isn't easy because you cannot please all the people all the time. And the people who are displeased are very, very vocal and can be very abusive. The people who are happy, however, tend to just sit at home and not say anything. As a consequence, if you're a political coward, what you're doing is listening to the vocal minority. However, what are councillors supposed to do? They're supposed to be looking at the policies of the cabinet, scrutinising them, improving them, or even forcing a change. That never happened. And it never happened because there was no institutional memory, there was no desire to confront the cabinet, there was no desire to make things uncomfortable in the council chamber with people that they knew. Will it be any different with Reform? Probably not, because they hold every single one of the scrutiny committee places, apart from the board.